My name's Josiah Meldrum and I'm one of the co-founders and directors of a small business called Hodmedod.
And what is Hodmedod?
Hodmedod is a middleman, which is quite a sort of terrifying thing for the food and farming community, but we see that as a really positive, enabling and facilitating role. So we work with a group of 35 farmers, encourage them to grow a whole range of crops in agroecological systems, and then connect those crops to our customers who are all over the UK. So Hodmedod grew out of some work that myself and two friends were doing, Nick and William, for a small non-governmental organisation called East Anglia Food Link. And East Anglia Food Link have been helping to connect people with food and farming since the late 1990s. We'd worked with local authorities on public procurement, getting food into schools and hospitals. We had helped DEFRA with the conversion of farms to organic. We'd set up farmers markets, and we'd begun working with community groups on the connection between food and community, so helping to set up community-supported agriculture schemes, encouraging people to find out where their food was from. And one of those groups in Norwich came to us and said, could the city feed itself? Could 160,000 people produce enough food near the city to completely change the way agriculture and diets happen? And could they do that in a low-impact way? And that is a really, really interesting question. And we did a lot of desk-based research to understand land use types, macro and micronutrient requirements, what farmers were already growing, and we realised that it was possible and actually within quite a small radius. And that really led to sort of a big blossoming in the thought process. Could we begin to deliver some demonstration projects to show how Norwich could really feed itself? And we set up a mill in the city. Norwich would once have had quite a lot of milling capacity by the river, but that's all gone. And we bought a small Austrian stone mill, took grain from the edge of the city on a farm, just any old grain, it wasn't special grain in any way at all, it was just out of a grain store, milled it and demonstrated that in the hands of a good baker, any grain will make a delicious loaf. And that's a real revelation, both for the farmer and for the people in Norwich that were eating those loaves.